light streaming through the blinds, catching spirits of a different time. Tiny dances in the afternoon sun, floating circles till the day is done. I'm just watching how they drift and sway, like the words I didn't know how to say. Dust motes on the Wurlitzer keys, dancing to our old broken melodies. Every speck is a ghost of a touch, of a love that didn't ask for much. Just a soft hum in the afternoon haze, lost in the rhythm of these golden days. Slightly sharp, a little splinter in this velvet dark. I press a middle C and watch them fly, a million tiny pieces of goodbye. The coffee's cold, the room is still, shadows stretching past the windowsill. There's a silence where your harmony went, a heavy heart and a soul well spent. But the sun keeps showing me what's left in the air, reminders of you hanging between two people who aren't in the same room anymore. Dust motes on the Wurlitzer keys, dancing to our old broken melodies. Every speck is a ghost of a touch, of a love that didn't ask for much. Just a soft hum in the afternoon haze, lost in the rhythm of these golden days. Drifting, falling, soft light on the ivory, just a little bit of dust. Just a little bit of dust. Humming a lonely tune against the pale light of a Tuesday noon. I'm wearing your sweater, the one with the hole, trying to patch up the leak in my soul. The frost on the glass is a map of the pain. a summer we'll never walk through again. And the clock on the wall is moving in slow-mo. I'm waiting for signals, I know you won't throw. The calendar's empty, the ink is all dry. Just a gray tinted world and a low-hanging sky. I'm lost in a December daze, walking through a cold white haze, thinking about the way your breath would fog the air. Now I'm reaching out for smoke and you're not there. Yeah, the sun sets at 4 and the heart follows suit. I'm the branches in winter, bitter and brittle at the root. I saw your car or a ghost of the same. I almost reached out and whispered your name, but the street lights flickered and the color was wrong. Just another verse in a tired old song. I'm hibernating in the what could have been, waiting for the thaw to let the light back in. As the drums drop out, only a Rhodes piano and a muffled acoustic guitar ring, a vocal sound. Is it warmer where you are? Do you still look for my star? Or are you just a season that I've stayed in too long? I'm lost in a December daze, walking through a cold white haze, thinking about the way your breath would fog the air. Now I'm reaching out for smoke and you're not there. Yeah, the sun sets at 4 and the heart follows suit. I'm the branches in winter, bitter and brittle at the root. Brittle at the root, just a haze.
City lights are bleeding through the blinds, neon pink and blue, the lonely kinds. I'm tracing circles on the polished wood, trying to feel the way I know I should. But every chord I strike feels out of key, since you took the us and left the me. And I'm riding this road to nowhere, just the melody suspended in the air. No destination, no place to arrive, just keeping the ghost of a feeling alive. Treading water in a sea of velvet sound, looking for a shore that can't be found. The tremolo is shaking like my hands, building castles out of shifting sands. I remember how your laughter used to ring. Now the silence is the only song I sing. I press the pedal down to hold the note, but but it's a heavy anchor for a paper boat. Yeah, I'm riding this Rhodes to nowhere, just a melody suspended in the air. No destination, no place to arrive, just keeping the ghost of a feeling alive. Treading water in a sea of every sound, looking for a shore that can't be found. Hey, nowhere fast, lost in the sustain, just the hum of the keys and the drip of the rain. Nowhere fast, lost in the sustain, just the hum of the keys and the drip of the rain. I'm sleeping on the left side, hugging the edge, like I'm balanced on the lip of a limestone ledge. I reach out a hand in the middle of the night and find nothing but the cold and the pale moonlight. The sheets are still tucked where your feet used to be, a desert of cotton between the ghost and the me. And the silence is a physical weight on the chest. In this house of goodnight, in this room of unrest, I'm measuring the distance in inches and size between the truth of the dark and the us in your eyes. It's the space you left in the bed, a hollowed out canyon, a word never said, the pillow still holding the shape of your head. I'm drowning in the blue and the charcoal and red. It's a wide open ocean, a cold empty sea. The half of the mattress that's haunting me. I tried to move over to take up the room, to banish the cold and to break up the gloom, but I can't cross the line, I can't bridge the divide. It feels like a border, I'm stuck on the outside. So I leave the light on, just a sliver, just a spark, to keep the nothing from growing too dark. Cold cotton, warm ghost, the things that I'm missing are the things I love most. The dent in the foam, the smell of your hair. It's easier to sleep when I pretend you're still there. It's the space you left in the bed, a hollowed out canyon, a word never said, the pillow still holding the shape of your head, while I'm drowning in the blue and the charcoal and red. It's a wide open ocean, a cold empty sea. The half of the mattress that's haunting me.
Table set for two, but the math is wrong. I've been counting minutes all winter long. 4 walls, 3 chairs, and a vacant space where I used to find the lines of your face. Now the angles of the room feel sharp and cold. A story that we started but never told. And the distance isn't miles, it's a different shape. A hollow in the hallway, an easy escape. I'm measuring the silence between every word, the loudest I love you that I never heard. It's the geometry of goodbye, a blueprint of a tear in a paper thin sky. Parallel lines that were never meant to touch. Holding on to nothing shouldn't hurt this much. We're just points on a map, drifting further apart, tracing the perimeter of a broken heart. I move the bed to where the light hits the floor, but the shadows still gather by the bedroom door. The circle of your ring left a mark on the wood, a ghost of a promise I misunderstood. Now I'm calculating how to live on my own, in a house made of glass and a heart made of stone. Is a line still a line if it has no end? Is a heart still a heart if it doesn't bend? I'm lost in the symmetry of the mess we made, just a sketch in the dark beginning to fade. It's the geometry of goodbye, a blueprint of a tear in a paper thin sky. Parallel lines that were never meant to touch. Holding on to nothing shouldn't hurt this much. We're just points on a map, drifting further apart, tracing the perimeter of a broken heart. Point A to point B. The distance is me, just the space where you were, a blur. The sound of a ceramic mug clinking on a wooden table. A muffled radio plays a weather report for rainy 2020 for the December morning. A dusty piano loop starts until it's circular and warm. The steam rises up like a ghost from the cup. I'm staring at the ring where the porcelain met the wood. a brown-edged map of the mornings we were good. Now the kitchen's too quiet, the light is too thin, and I'm tracing the circles of where you have been. Bitterness on my tongue, honey in the jar. I'm still wondering exactly where you are, and the clock is ticking like a heartbeat in a box. I'm checking the windows and double checking the locks, but I can't keep the memories from breaking through the door, spilling out like dark water across the kitchen floor. Coffee stains and memory lanes, I'm drowning in the brown and the gray of the rays. One sugar, two shadows, and a seed left cold. A story getting bitter as it's getting old. I'm just stirring the ghosts in a ceramic sea, waiting for the caffeine to set me free. I found your old bookmark in a book I never read, a little piece of then in a house of instead. The clouds outside are the color of a wet sidewalk. I'm having a one-sided, silent kind of talk with the empty chair and the steam in the air, finding pieces of us that are no longer there. Maybe the stains will eventually bleach out. Maybe the silence will lose all its doubt. But today the roast is dark and the mood is darker still, watching the rain crawl down the windowsill. Coffee stains and memory lanes, I'm drowning in the brown and the gray of the rays. One sugar, two shadows, and a seed left cold. A story getting bitter as it's getting old. I'm just stirring the ghost in a ceramic sea, waiting for the caffeine to set me free. Just a stain, just a lane I can't stop walking down. Black coffee, blue morning. The sound of a spoon stirring against the side of a mug. Clink, 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 clink,
The track begins with the sound of a radio dial turning. White noise, brief snippets of foreign languages and bird cells, like a thick fog rolling over a city.
I'm searching for your voice between the stations, through the hum of the wire and the empty vibrations. The signal is weak and the night is so long. I'm caught in the ghost of a half-finished song. Just a hum in the air, just a flicker of light, a low frequency ache in the middle of the night. We're just static frequency, lost in the waves of a digital sea. spark. A signal sent out that was never received. The loneliest sound that I've ever believed. The world is a buzz and a blur and a hiss. I'm losing the shape of the things that I miss. Are you out there in the wires? Are you hidden in the air? I'm reaching for something that isn't quite there. The snow on the screen is the only thing clear. A million tiny points of you're not here. We're just static frequency, lost in the waves of a digital sea. Looking for a pulse in the hollow and the dark, trying to catch a flame from a dying spark. A signal sent out that was never received. The loneliest sound that I've ever believed. The music begins to dissolve, the pads fade out, leaving only the Rhodes piano playing a final lonely melody. The radio static returns, getting louder and more textured. Can you hear me? Just a ghost in the machine, searching the dial for a sign of what we mean. The radio dial clicks. The static stops abruptly. One final echoing guitar note rings out for 10 seconds before fading into a peaceful, absolute silence. I took the letters that I never sent and folded them into the shapes we meant. A sharp crease for the night we stayed up late, a jagged edge for the hands of fate. I launched them from the window one by one, white wings flashing in the setting sun. But they don't fly far in this heavier air, they just circle around the ghost of your chair. And the floor is covered in a paper sea of all the could-haves between you and me. The ink is blurring in the evening dew, a mess of geometry, a mess of you. Paper airplanes and broken plans, falling short of your reaching hands. I built a fleet out of maybe and if. Now I'm standing alone on a silent cliff, watching our future nosedive to the ground. wind changed direction, the summer went cold, and the paper got brittle. The stories got old. Now I'm folding my heart into a tiny square, hiding it under the clothes that you wear. One for the kitchen, one for the hall, one for the pictures we took off the wall. One for the sorry, one for the stay. Watch them all flutter and tumble away. Paper airplanes and broken plans, falling short of your reaching hands. I built a fleet out of maybe and if. Now I'm standing alone on a silent cliff, watching our future nosedive to the ground without making a single lonely sound. They never quite made it across the street, just white scraps at my feet.
But the room is blue, bathed in the light of the thought of you. The LED on the stereo blinks in time to a wordless thought, to a silent rhyme. I'm bathing in the hum of the analogous, the closest I get to the warmth of your kiss. The shadows are long and the tea is cold, but the circuit is warm and the story is old. Just a soft focus lens on a hard-edged truth, chasing the glow of our neon youth. In the midnight glow, in the analog love, with the velvet sky hanging heavy above. There's no high definition, just a soft-edged dream where things are much kinder than they actually seem. I'm turning the dial till the edges get blurred in the sweetest silence I've ever heard. On the floor, I don't hear your key in the lock anymore, but the vacuum tubes are glowing cherry red, keeping me warm in this empty bed. I'm filtering the pain through a low-pass suite, losing myself till I fall into sleep. Saturate the memory, soft focus on the us. Before the morning comes and turns the gold to dust. In the midnight glow, in the analog love, with a velvet sky hanging heavy above. There's no high definition, just a soft-edged dream where things are much kinder than they actually seem. I'm turning the dial till the edges get blurred in the sweetest silence I've ever heard.
are fading to black. Analog love, keep the light on. Just a little glow. The velvet's worn where your shoulder used to be. 2 feet apart, an ocean in between. The air is thick with things we didn't say. Watching the evening turn the light to gray. You're staring at the wall, I'm looking at my hands, lost in the language that nobody understands. We're satellites passing, caught in a cold orbit, too close to crash, too far to absorb it. A silent agreement, a peaceful dull war, never quite leaving, never wanting more. 2 solitudes on a sofa white, with every single fear we couldn't hide. We built a bridge of silence, sturdy and strong. Where do we go when the quiet goes wrong? Just parallel hearts in the same soft room, waiting for the dawn to break the beautiful gloom. I reached for the remote, a functional move, anything to break the stasis, anything to prove that we are still alive, still capable of sound. But the only noise is the silence all around. You cough, I adjust, a choreography of avoidance, a quiet expiration, a gentle sad voidance. If I touched your hand, would it shatter the glass? Would the moment win finally pass? Is this love a museum, a quiet cold display? We sit here as statues at the close of the day. 2 solitudes on a sofa wide, with every single fear we couldn't hide. We built a bridge of silence, sturdy and strong. Where do we go when the quiet goes wrong? Just parallel hearts in the same soft room, waiting for the dawn to break the beautiful gloom. Solitude 1, solitude 2, still sitting next to you. the signal take over, the hum of the fan, the scent of the clover. I'm hearing your name in the hiss of the tape, a ghost in the frequency, a blurry escape. The house is breathing. Underneath the weight of a heavy December sky. And if I listen close, if I hold my breath, I can hear the forever we promised to death. It's hidden in the static, it's tucked in the blur, a memory of exactly who we were. It's just whispers in the white noise, the ghost of your laughter, the echo of your voice, a soft focused secret in a world turned loud, like a silver lining on a charcoal cloud. I'm drifting in the hum, I'm drowning in the peace, waiting for the static to grant me a release. Television's flickering a snow-covered blue, a digital altar to the ghost of you. Every pop, every crackle is a word you once said, lingering in the air, lingering in my head. I don't need the music, I don't need the light, just the beautiful static of a cold winter night. Hush, can you hear it? The sound of the space where you're not, the hum of the void, the everything, the forgot. It's just whispers in the white noise, the ghost of your laughter, the echo of your voice, a soft focused secret in a world turned loud, like a silver lining on a charcoal cloud. I'm drifting in the hum, I'm drowning in the peace, waiting for the static to grant me a release. The floorboards remember the weight of your stride, the walls keep the secrets we try to hide. I'm walking through hallways of used to be, a blueprint of ghosts only I can see. This house is a body, the pipes are the veins, and the roof is just holding the weight of the rains. I'm tracing the cracks where the foundation slipped, reading the script that we both went and ripped. Every corner is sharp, every ceiling is high. In the
this cathedral of one last goodbye. It's the architecture of an ache, built from the promises we couldn't help but break. A room for the longing, a hall for the regret, the strongest foundation I've walked upon yet. Four walls and a sorrow, a roof made of lead, in the house of the things that we never quite said. Looking out at the street, watching for shadows and listening for feet. But the driveway is empty, the garden is dead, and I'm painting the master bedroom a different shade instead. But no matter the color, no matter the floor, I still hear your ghost at the front of the door. Level the pain, build it up high in the wind and the rain. It's the architecture of an ache, built from the promises we couldn't help but break. A room for the longing, a hall for the regret, the strongest foundation I've walked upon yet. Four walls and a sorrow, house of the things that we never quite said. Solid as a stone, a house is not a home when the structure is gone. Streaks of gray, the sky has washed the light away. I'm listening to the rhythm of the glass, watching the ghosts of the hours pass. Every drop is a where are you now, a cold wet kiss on a furrowed brow. And the wind is a whistle through the keyhole crack, calling for something that isn't coming back. But the sound is a blanket, the sound is a friend, a song with no beginning and a song with no end. Just rain on the pane, a soft lullaby underneath a heavy weeping sky. Let the water drum the sorrow from my head, while I'm curled up in the corner of this empty bed. Wash the memory, rinse the pain, leave me nothing but the sound of the rain. Of gold, the story
The clouds have a way of keeping the beat when my heart is too heavy to move its own feet. So I'll stay in the static, I'll stay in the blue, in a room that smells less and less like you. Drop, drop, let the world stop. Sleep now, in the silver, in the grave. Just rain on the pane, a soft lullaby underneath the heavy weeping sky. Let the water drown the sorrow from my head, while I'm curled up in the corner of this empty bed. Wash the memory, rinse the pain, leave me nothing but the sound of the rain. Found it tucked inside a dusty sleeve, a version of us I still wanna believe. Your hair was longer and the sun was bright, before we learned how to lose the light. Now the edges are yellow, the colors are thin. I'm trying to remember you're turning to ghost, the version of you that I needed the most. And the chemicals are failing, the silver is tired, like the circuit of a heart that's been overwired. The more I look, the less I see, just a blurry shape of who we used to be. In my faded Polaroid, in my sun-bleached dream, nothing is ever as clear as it seemed. You're losing your eyes to the glare of the sky. A slow motion chemical goodbye, just a ghost of a frame, a moment in time, a beautiful rhythm that ran out of rhyme. Just like, fading out, just white, just light.
The house is a shell, the light is a ghost. I'm standing in the place that I lived in the most. But the me that was here is no longer around, and the you is a shadow that can't be found. I'm caught in the hallway, I'm stuck in the hall, between the pictures and the marks on the wall. It's not a beginning, it's not quite an end. It's the hollowed out middle where the memory's been. No furniture left, just the dust in the air. The heaviest part is the nothingness there. I'm living in a liminal space, searching for a blur of a familiar face, in the threshold, in the gray, in the static of the weight, trying to find the key to a rusted out gate. I'm neither here nor there, I'm just passing through the long, quiet tunnel of getting over you. The echo of my footsteps is the only sound in this halfway house, on this halfway ground. I'm a ghost in the making, a soul in transition, losing the shape of my old definition. The wallpaper's peeling, the colors have bled, everything's quiet and everything's through. Don't go back, can't stay here. Wait for the vision to finally clear in the doorway, in the light. I'm living in a liminal space, searching for a blur of a familiar face, in the threshold, in the gray, in the static of the weight, trying to find the key to a rusted out gate. I'm neither here nor there, I'm just passing through the long,
The number on the door is peeling off the paint. The air is thick with dust and the memory faint. I walk the 3 steps from the kitchen to the hall, see the ghost of where we used to hang it all. The dent in the drywall where we had to fight, the patch of sun where we used to find the light. Every scuff on the floor is a line in our book, a story I can't help but stop and overlook. The echoes are louder than the voices were then. I'm falling in love with this place all over again, just because of the you that is stuck in the grain of the wood, of the glass, of the slow leaking rain. In our old apartment, the feeling still stays, stuck in a loop of those golden days. The Wurlitzer is silent, the guitar's on the floor, but the music of our us is behind every door. It's a warm, sad feeling, a comfortable ache, a home that I built, but I learned how to break. I stand in the bedroom, I look at the bed, the thousands of futures we left unsaid. The moonlight hits the spot where your head used to rest. Now it's just a pillow and a heavy, quiet test. I can smell your coffee, I can hear your laugh. Just another turn down the wrong side of the path. If these 4 walls could talk, what would they shout? All the love we let in, all the love we let out. They tell me to go, they tell me to stay, they tell me the truth that I run from today. In our old apartment, the feeling still stays, stuck in a loop of those golden days. The Wurlitzer is silent, the guitar's on the floor, but the music of our us is behind every door. It's a warm, sad feeling, a comfortable ache, a home that I built, but I learned how to click. The door is shut now, the key is turned. Just a lesson I finally learned. The sound of heavy breathing close to the microphone, the striking of a match, a sharp fizz, and then a tiny heavy whir. I'm holding my breath, watching the wood ignite, a tiny moment of synthetic light is trembling in the draft from the window crack, a fragile little promise that I can't take back. It's warm on my fingers, it's bright in my eyes, it's everything we were before the first goodbyes. We're just paper and sulfur, we're kindling in air, a beautiful fire, a dangerous flare. We burn so quickly, we shine so bright, and then we just flicker and die in the night. Just a single match, just a moment of heat, a beautiful temporary perfect shortest, brightest love I've known in years. The sulfur is fading, the wood is catching hold. A story that's beautiful, a story that's bold. It lights up the darkness, it banishes the cold. A tiny golden future before it gets old. But the wicked's running short, the end is in sight. I'm bracing myself for the loss of the light. Don't blow it out, let it just burn. One final lesson, one final turn. A perfect tiny fire before the smoke and the cinders. Just a single match, just a moment of heat. A beautiful temporary perfect defeat. I'm watching the flame climb the length of the wood. The only warmth left in this neighborhood before the ash falls and the light disappears. The shortest, brightest love I've known in years. The weight of the world is a heavy coat. I lean anchor for a wooden boat. I've carried the ghost of us through the snow, through every high and every hollow low. Now my shoulders are aching, my spirit is thin. I'm opening the door to let the quiet in. I don't wanna fight, I don't wanna fly. I just wanna lay down and let the day go by. And the clock is a hammer, the silence is loud. I'm looking for a silver lining in a charcoal cloud. But I'm out of energy, I'm out of breath. I've loved you to life, and I've loved you to death. I've got tired bones and a restless heart, waiting for the healing process to finally start. It's a peaceful exhaustion, a gentle surrender to the cold and the dark and the soft and the tender. I'm letting the heavy sink into the floor. I can't carry the us that we aren't anymore. The city outside is a blur of a dream. Nothing is moving as fast as it seems. I'm turning the volume down on the pain, listening to the lullaby of the winter rain. It's okay to be weary, it's okay to be still, to watch the shadows climb up the windowsill. Close my eyes, let the tension go, like the falling of the ice, like the falling of the snow. No more questions. to the cold and the dark and the soft and the tender. I'm letting the heavy sink into the floor. I can't carry the us that we aren't anymore. Third bomb, race now. Shadows are retreating from the bedroom wall. The ghost of your name is beginning to small. I woke up today and I didn't reach out to the space where you were, to the ghost of the doubt. The air feels different, the ceiling feels high, like a bird that's forgotten, it's afraid of the sky. And the weight that I carried for 1,000 miles is turning to smoke in a soft set of smiles. The static is clearing, the signal is new. I'm finding the me that isn't attached to you. I'm dreaming forward, I'm stepping in light. After a long and a beautiful night, the Rhodes is playing a hopeful refrain, turning the corner out of the rain. It's not quite a happy, but it's finally free, building a future that's just meant for me. I'm buying new flowers for the kitchen sill. The world is turning and I'm moving still. I look at the pictures and I don't feel the sting, just a soft, quiet hum of a different thing. I'm painting the hallways, I'm opening doors, finding a piece that was never even yours. One step, then two, away from the us, away from the you. The horizon is wide, the morning is clear. I'm finally glad face down. Beneath the flicker of a dying lamp, I'm sitting here where we used to stay, but I'm not waiting for you today. The bench is empty, the space is wide, but there's a quiet comfort here inside. The air is sharp, it tastes like new, a morning sky that's finally blue. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, the end of the fear, the end of the doubt. It's a sunrise on an empty bench, a final wash, a soul deep quench. The love was real, the sad was true, but I'm finishing the story. Without you the light is gold, the world is vast. I'm stepping out of the long held past. No more ghosts, no more white, just the gold in the sky. I'm okay, I'm here. The vision is finally crystal clear. It's a sunrise on an empty bench, a final wash, a soul deep quench. The love was real, the sad was true, but I'm finishing the story. Without you the light is gold, the world is vast. I'm stepping out of the long held past. It's a sunrise, it's a new day, and I'm sunlight, it's a new day, and I'm all